And we are going to start today's episode back in our humble abode. We have been very busy with a whole lot of other activities lately, so it's about time we spent some time in our base and getting some things done that have been threatening to be done for the longest time. Now, the first thing that we have done is we've actually moved our rocket production downstairs into our little tiny industrial area. The sugarcane collection used to be over this side here, but I've now reversed it to over here, and that is still pumping out really well on that design. We've got our rockets in here now, our crafting table, but also our gunpowder somewhere. Whoa, that went nuts. Our gunpowder now automatically comes from our creeper farm, which is over out on the peninsula, straight into our base now, and simply did that by just running a hopper line all the way from our farm into this area here. Now, on today's event, I have been smelting up a whole heap of netherrack for more nether bricks, and obviously we've got our auto smelter kicking into full production here doing it. Now, as you can see, it's doing really super well at the moment. Well, I am out of bricks at the moment, but yeah, it's doing quite well. The problem I've got though is even though our system is completely full of bamboo at the moment, the bamboo farm doesn't really keep up. Now, if you remember, we built a tiny bamboo farm in here, and that's what's been powering the auto smelter, and it's been doing a pretty good job up until recently when I started smelting up a whole heap of netherrack. So the time has come that we are going to expand this baby. Now, I'm going to knock it down completely, take out the floor, and then down here behind the netherwort farm, in this area here, we are going to make ourselves a bigger and better bamboo farm. Alright, so unfortunately I was going to use a time lapse, a replay, but the recording actually corrupted somehow, so I'll just have to show around manually. But as you can see, we are all finished now and the bamboo is growing nicely. I have expanded the area a little bit, both out towards the front and out further to the side of the base. If we head down now, and I've put obviously viewing platforms along the staircase, which I think is a nice little fitting touch. I have used a mumbo jumbo design. Basically, you've got the bamboo grows, and you've got the collection system underneath, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, and then you've got a flying machine that goes through and harvests everything. Now we'll just have a look at that. So the first thing you do is you turn on all the minecarts, which I think looks pretty cool, having it open so you can actually see it going all back and forth, collecting things all in unison there, which is very nice. And then up here we have the flying machine that kicks off, knocking it all down, and it will go, there's a receiver down the other end up there, which sends it back and forth, and the receiver up here activates, sends it back and forth, and that will just keep going and going and going and going and going until you turn the system off. And it collects an insane amount. So what I've actually done is I've connected up the bamboo farm with lots of hoppers, thank goodness for our good iron farm, which feeds directly through here into this chest. As you can see, it's pumping out that bamboo, but that chest feeds our auto smelter. So our bamboo farm is directly feeding the fuel line of our smelters. So as you can see here, that's that chest that we were touching before, having a look in before. And obviously the minecart comes through, picks it up, just look in a minute, picks it up, and then distributes it throughout the system, keeping it all filled up. And that has been an absolute marvelous addition to our base. Lessons learned: 1, it will lag the server if you let it go, so I only use it when I'm the only one on, and thank goodness we are in Australia, which means usually when I'm playing, not many people are on that often. Sometimes you get a little bit of overfill, but it's not too bad. And the other thing is, don't leave it on if you deload the chunk, because it could break the flying machine. You've got to rebuild it. I've had to rebuild it twice now, but as you can see, I've turned it off and it comes back to rest there. From the outside then, as you can see, I brought it out a little bit further, and I've had to terraform a bit of the front of our mountain. Now, this is always planned anyway, so it's sort of high time to do it, and it's sort of going to give a bit of a sneak peek, I guess, on how we're going to terraform this entire landscape. It may give some ideas to how we're going to make the whole mountain range look. But I think that came up really well, and you can get into the other side there. I think it's through here. You can. Bang, this just comes down to the other side, and this is the system that keeps the flying machine going back and forth. There's another one of these up there on the other end. When it's turned off, the trapdoor is up, but when the system is on, these sit down. Now underneath here you've got an observer looking at this space, and what happens is the flying machine will come up, will sit in front of the observer, which sends a redstone signal, which makes that go bang bang, and of course there are observers. Whoa, there are observers on top of the flying machine. Those observers pick up the change of that and sends a pulse through, which makes the thing fly again. And there it is. Very simple. I know it may look complicated, and I know a lot of redstone players say this all the time, but it's not that complicated. And honestly, with the speed that bamboo fires, I haven't run out of bamboo yet. So little birdie tells me that we have already sold out of the crazy compasses at 6 diamond blocks, and lo and behold, we have. That's 18 diamond blocks, and everyone has put them back, which is fantastic. And someone even bought back the chest and the signs. Thank you. Wow. Well, Deanius, that was a huge success.
It was.
People are actually asking for even more of these adventures and more elaborate. So we're going to go pick up the lodestones from these locations and the chests, clean up our mess, and create some new adventures for crazy compasses. So we have been in the process tonight, on this Friday night, setting up... Excuse me, sir. This is not a public toilet. Go outside.
No.
So we've been in the process of setting up some new crazy compass adventures, and we've made it a little bit more intricate for people this time. So it's multiple legs. It's not just buy the compass and away you go. You're going to buy the compass, yeah, sure, but yeah, there's other things you're going to have to do. And all I'm going to say is, I've died twice setting this up. I'll never get my money back. But it doesn't matter. It's all for fun. But adventurers, be careful. It's going to be dangerous, this one. But I promise you, every chest is worth it. Now, there's different adventures with different price points. There is the Adventurer, which is 5 diamond blocks. The Risk Taker, which is 6 diamond blocks. And the Do You Dare for 10 diamond blocks. As always, guys and girls, take the compass, have fun, and bring the compass back when you are done. At time of recording, we haven't put out all of them yet. We're about to fly off and set this one up now. But here's one example of what you might be able to get in this round of crazy compasses. And it includes the shulker box. So well worth the price of admission. So let's go set this one up. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard for us. So let's go and check out the other InterRealms channels and see how they play out. So here we are back today in Harry Potter land, because we are catching up with Reimagined and Minor Thoughts on some help that they could do and offer with the surrounds and the internals of the Ravenclaw house. Welcome to the Ravenclaw area for Harry Potter.
It is very nice.
Oh, thanks. It took me 2
Very
attempts to get something together. Wasn't happy with the first one.
Yeah, but this turned out pretty sweet.
Cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I thought that you might be able to help out with the landscaping around the area.
Right. So, yeah, I guess I'll have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, sure. Come on up.
All right.
Just
Now,
one thing.
I do like this.
Yeah, I made a bit of a rough start, and then I was like, landscaping's not my strong suit, really. I can do it, but it usually takes a bit of time and a bit of effort to actually get it done. And I've seen your Mediterranean island thingy at your base, and it's just magnificent.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Hmm.
When I build stuff, I never finish stuff. So, I decided to do something different and kind of just go with it. Like, I am trying different stuff, and everybody seems to like it.
Yeah, cool. No, it looks very, very good over there. So, yeah, by all means. And that's why when I saw that, I thought, well, maybe you guys would like to, take this area on.
All right.
So I marked out a rough oval. I didn't want to take up too much space for, obviously, this is Dave's area. But, we're not locked into this area. So if you want to take it, obviously, you'd probably take this down and put some sort of fence up or something. But, if you want to go beyond it or you want more room, I can't see any problems in actually doing that.
All right. I was going to ask about the blue.
No, that was just it. Originally I had an idea like down this side down here. I was going to put like an archery range or like, because obviously I don't know a great deal about Harry Potter, but I know usually, they got like the common room, which is usually in Hogwarts, which is going to be over there on the hill. So I sort of saw this more like a training base or something, more so than like a common room. Obviously to practice for the games or the Tri-Wizard Trophy or whatever it is he's organising. I originally thought maybe down here like an archery range or some sort of fun mini game sort of thing to help us with our targets. But the rest of it, I just sort of make a circle. But it was just more an outline for my own visualization more than a lock-in. Okay,
so I'll do some research on the archery range and what kind of would look good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at your color palette.
Yeah.
And I like it. I mean, I love Harry Potter, but I'm the type of I've seen the movies and I'm good to go.
Yeah, no, I've seen the movies and that was the extent of my knowledge. And so when we got put into Ravenclaw, it was like, okay, what's that?
Right.
Yeah. But,
okay, so are you thinking I should keep it natural looking, or do you think we should go a little whimsical?
Whimsical's good. That intrigues me. One thing I will warn you, at night time, this place is just insane. It is crazy. That's why there's dogs here.
It looks like a disaster. No.
Oh, I tell you what, if you watch the episode where I'm doing the time-lapse build of this, there's one portion of it. It goes very quick on the time-lapse, but if you watch it carefully, you'll see there's one period there where we couldn't sleep. There was just too much stuff around, and the amount of mobs, oh my goodness. It was like Cass Bass was all upset because all the dogs were outside and she was going to lose them, so I've had to fly down and rescue the dogs and put them inside, and it was just craziness. It was crazy. So yeah, keep it daytime if you can while you're here, because it's a major mob farm. So yeah, like let your imagination run wild.
I might have to let it run wild.
Well, we are in a magical land, far, far away.
That's why I was wondering if whimsical might just fit this.
Well, be as whimsical as you like. I mean,
Awesome.
like we're talking about landscaping a wizard tower after all, so whimsical's good.
Awesome. This is quite spectacular.
It's attempt 2. The first one, I was just telling Ree before, the first one was about 4 times as round as this. And, I had it in mind for, I think, 4 or 5 levels. And the higher it went, the more and more the rest of the things was sort of being dwarfed. And I was like, Yeah, it's not fitting, so I had to take the whole thing down and start again.
Did you use TNT?
I went old school. I think everybody saw the last time I tried to use TNT what happened. It did not end well.
Oh, you should have called me. I could have helped you out.
Oh well, we got there, but I do need your help now.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever you need.
Come on through. And this is our reception area.
Oh, I like this.
It's
Really.
first time I've tried to do that, and I think it came out really well. So this is our enchanting room, because I wanted to make it functional as well as aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
Then we're going to bypass the next floor and run straight up to the top,
Okay.
just for now. So this is what I'm calling the atrium room, for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Oh, and here, as promised, I think you'll find this chest very interesting, as promised.
Oh, yes, the cookies. This was the deal maker right here.
The Ravenclaw cookies, they are server famous, these things. We'll head up here first. So this is where I've just set up like a mini potion brewing area, if we want to brew anything. I've got no supplies as such, but yeah, the setup's here.
Okay.
And that's an infinite water source, so
Great.
good to go. I actually did a little bit of redstone, which is a armor equipper dooboo whacker thingamajig up in there. There's
Okay,
nothing
awesome.
nothing loaded yet, but yeah, it does work. I tested it a few times. But
Great.
if we head down one floor, which is a little bit tricky to get to, which is the bedding chamber, or the dormitory, or whatnot. In here, now I've only got an ender chest here at the moment temporarily, but I was wondering if we could put like that XP dispenser in here to, you know, mend our stuff during the events.
Take a look in here. This is what I've got on me.
That's
As
extensive.
far as that's my redstone box right there. It's what I usually carry on me, but I have the ability to get more.
I also have a redstone box, but yeah, I'm feeling an inferiority complex looking at that right now.
Oh, that's just a little bit. I mean,
That's your travel case.
travel case, yes. No, I think this will work, and instead of like the Dawn's stash where you have the XP to go and you put in a diamond, we wouldn't need any of that. You would just press a button here, and then it would shoot out the XP.
Yeah, and it's only for exclusive use of Ravenclaw house members during events, so yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so not to be abused. I'll leave you with that, and I might head off and... I heard last night a certain superhero group sort of made a statement against a mutual friend of ours, so I think I need to go investigate some more of that.
Oh, yes, yes.
Interesting times ahead, I believe.
Yes. A lot going on.
There is. Alright, sir, thank you for your help, and yeah, hopefully this will all put Ravenclaw in the best spot to win some of those marvellous prizes that are on offer. Well, that sort of ends our episode here today in the Harry Potter land. And as we fly over here, we look at the diamond prize pile for the upcoming events. And I can actually show this now. Creeper Carl from Ballagame TV is actually going to attempt to build Hogwarts. So I wish him well with that. That is a job and a half. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the episode today. Not a lot of exciting things, just a little bit of downtime. It's been some pretty full-on episodes and weeks here on the Interrealm server, so just having a bit of a quieter week this week. Saying that, we will be back next week, and if you do not want to miss out on anything, then I suggest leaving a like and subscribe, and we will see you guys all next week.